This video is on the root chakra. So the root chakra is considered to be located at the very base of the spine. So right here down at the very end of my spine, where like literally my whole torso ends. It's at the bottom of the chakra system. That's the bottom of the vagus nerve. That's the bottom of my spine. The meridians keep flowing in different ways. That's a whole other thing, but I consider that like the end of stuff. But one thing that you might hear a lot whenever you're thinking about grounding is like dig your feet into the ground. Like that seems to be connected with the root. And that makes sense to me because of the meridians, because of how my legs are an extension of what's happening here in my torso. So you can also think about your legs really being an extension of that rootedness. So every chakra has a color associated with it, and it follows Roy G. Bibb: red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, violet. When you get to the top ones, sometimes you'll see them interchange for just purple and white light. We'll get to that later. The root, though, is really, really attached to my right to exist, my right to be, my right to have a space in this world, my right to have my very basic survival. Think of the very bottom of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. One of the ways that we can experience injury to this chakra or experience blocks to this chakra is in early or pre-birth experiences. So the developmental stage attached to this chakra is in utero through birth. And that can be way, way, way before in utero. This could be generational stuff that is passed down, traumas that have happened to previous generations that are literally felt in the bones and held in the DNA. This can also be stuff that happened around the time of birth. Stressful situations happening in family of origin. Was I wanted by one or both parents? Were there things, physical things going on that impacted my very development? Or experiences that happened in utero where my very survival was in question. All of those things and more can impact my root chakra. Stuff that happens in present day can also create a wound and or add to existing wounds, such as when you go through survival. Whenever stressful stuff happens that shakes your very sense of survival and stirs up scarcity, that can really create a block that needs to get tended to and needs to get some movement. The other thing that I think is really important for just a quick overview, again, like we could go on for hours about the chakras, so if you're more interested in any of the chakras, I really encourage you to attend one of the energy workshops. One of the most important things I think is whenever I'm trying to support myself in this area, I really want to notice the stuff that is impacting my very basic needs. Sometimes we don't think about, like, am I warm? Is my air conditioner broken? That's going to make it hard to kind of work on some stuff if my body feels like it's kind of in survival. Do I have enough food in my fridge? Am I worried about my next paycheck? And so I'm not sure if I can go to the grocery store this week and I'm not really sure where my food is going to come from. All of that can really add to, create, compound what's happening. And when you hear the term grounded, you probably heard your therapist say that a lot. When I am grounded, I can access a lot of stuff. When I'm not grounded, I can't access the stuff I need to access to continue to heal. So thinking about this is the very, very basic core stuff that keeps me safe as a human so that I'm safe and grounded enough to do the work. So if there is a block or an injury here in this chakra, it is definitely going to impact all the rest. I mean, all of them do impact each other, but this is kind of a big one. So I really want you to just kind of notice what maybe is coming up in that area for you and bring it up in your next individual session, because this is a big one and it's really important to kind of get that foundational layer of what else do I need in my trauma work.